Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam at Grand Madam's Tarot. Folks, this new Windows 11 upgrade I put on my laptop, and it needs some adjustments. I just can't figure out how or what to do with it, so bear with me for a while. This color reminds me of an old photographer's coloring system, Sepia, I think they called it, or Sepia, Sepia, years and years and years and years ago. So the colors are rich, the colors are dark, the contrast is heavy. I'll figure it out, but it's taken me weeks just to get this far, okay? I've been having some serious technical difficulties. No. And the other laptop, that's a problem too. So I'm going to knock out as many of these videos as I can on this one while it's working before both of them shut down. You know they shut down all at the same time. And the phone, we won't even get to that, and that's a new phone. Now, I know you all have been wondering, I've been wondering, what's next for Wendy Williams? Now, you know, they're throwing out her wigs and her purple chair. I mean, why don't they just, they won't even put that in storage? That's hard to believe. But they could have auctioned that or given it back to Wendy, or other than just thrown out, you know. But she says she's going to be doing a podcast on iTunes, and I forgot where I heard that. Maybe Storm Monroe, maybe some other gossip person on online here. But what I'm going to do today with ye old Rider Waits, let's see what's next for Wendy Williams here. Come on, tarot team. You're thinking of Wendy now. What is next for Wendy Williams? Will her podcast be successful? Isn't it funny how life goes in a 360-degree circle? You know, so she's going back to radio. She said, iTunes, I'm feeling serious. Like the podcast, the SIRIUS. Okay. What's next for Wendy Williams? What's next for Wendy Williams? Okay. Taking it from the top. Decisions, judgment. Ooh. Okay. Let's take a look at the cards here. All right, that's nice and clear. We have judgment. So, judgment in this case can be two things. It can mean decisions made or that have been made either by Wendy herself or spiritual forces have intervened to make some judgments. This is also the card of karma. Now, karma is, it's not necessarily punishment or reward. Well, it is a punishment and reward, but what it basically is things that have been set in motion for the chickens to come home to roost, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's the overall energy right about now. And the judgment card can also mean a telephone call. And I'm going to say a broadcast. Okay? So in this case, this just might be karma, the karmic circle of going back to radio, podcasting. And here's the people, here's the collaborators. Here's her tech team, her engineers. Three of Pentacles. So this picked right up on the question. I'm liking that. Happiness with the family is going to be, the family's going to be supportive. Okay? So she's going to have, and I mean, when I'm talking about blood relatives, could be also the ex-husband, Kelvin. She's going to have the support. She has the fandom. All right? With conflicts from the past. We all know she was doing too much. Much too. She was so overburdened that it broke her. And then you have her mother passing. We didn't even know her mom was sick. She was sick. But you know what? I hate to say it. When you get to be a certain age, this is what you get with life. So all you folks who haven't even hit 40 yet, prepare yourself emotionally for the time once you hit 40 and beyond. You'll be taking care of your parents. You'll be worrying about them like they used to worry about you when you were a teenager. Okay, here's a tiny offer. This tiny offer could be the podcast. Because basically a podcast compared to a TV show, syndicated TV show that went international, yeah, it's about the size of a page. But it's something. It's something. And this, I do believe, this is the Queen of Wands. This is the person who's been through an emotional hell, but her lessons have been learned, and now she sits upon this throne, and she is ready for whatever comes her way. And you see that sword is held up. That sword is held up to come down on anything that is not right or that does not sit right with her. Okay? She's taken on the airy attitude. She's going to become very cerebral. You know, for Wendy to be a Cancer, she's cerebral until she starts tuning up and crying. And it is so weird to watch because everything that she says is cerebral, cerebral, cerebral. Queen of Swords, swords, swords. And then all of a sudden the cups come out. I just think that's weird. But some people are like that. Right now she's fighting through her regret. So this is assessment time. She may have kicked over 3 cups, but she's got 2 left standing. You take the 2 and run with it. You take this podcast offer and run with it. You do your best with it. People love podcasts these days. They don't listen to radio like they listen to podcasts. And here we have the Temperance card, where we have the angel trying to make some new elixir with 2 unlike elements to create a third. This is also a card of patience, and it's going to take patience to come up with a new concoction, but she can do it. And here is the threat of being, well, it's not a threat. It was a fear. Well, I said threat, didn't I? Of being moved out, pushed out, moved away. Yes, that happened. That was the Knight of Wands. And here is, I put so much into this business. Do I really need to put another pentacle, any more energy into it? So that's something for her to think. You know, Wendy, it could be, if you were ever listening, but I doubt if you ever see this, it might be better if you could do your own podcast where you're going to have more control over it than you did that TV show. Do your own thing. Put your own energy in and get the rewards directly without filters, without instructions and restrictions from other people. See how that works. Because things are going to change. This is the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius energy. You know, Aquarius deals with what? Electricity and online, the computers. So this is going to be the podcast that is falling right on here. Can't make it any plainer. Let's see. Oh, she definitely got some ideas. Look, this is great. This is the Knight of Swords. I read this 2 ways. I read this with her coming on strong, and I read this with the fans coming in strong and hot. Okay? Her mental challenge. She's got some choices to make. She might have some guests that she has to really vet out. She can do it. Been doing it. And for now, she just feels emotionally stuck. Well, here comes that Queen of Cups again. It's time for her to get out of the cups and get into the swords. She won't be stuck for long. Because now she's just still trying to hold on to what reputation she has, trying to hold on to what money she has. Because, folks, one thing if we haven't learned, I think learned that she has learned, is when you are down, people will kick you when you're down and take everything you've got, including your $60 million if you're not strong enough to keep it. So, it looks to me like Wendy is going to be doing all right with this new podcast. And so, with that, let's move right on now to Ezra Miller. What is going on with Ezra Miller, the Flash? the movie, from the live action, The Flash. I've seen somewhere where he's no longer the Flash, and then I've said he's been fired, and then this is Warner Brothers action, I do believe. And then in other places, I've seen not. Folks, before I take this any further, with this computer acting as strangely as it is, I'm going to end this video and pick up the Ezra Miller later. I need to check the mic. Something's telling me to check the mic. This is Grand Madam. Till I see you next time.